Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here, and good God, has it been a minute. Welcome back to an episode of ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling. This is, of course, Hardcore TV. We are in the Jadwin Gymnasium in New Jersey. I believe we were here last time we ran anything. Yeah, we were. I can see it right there. Duh. I apologize, of course, that this has kind of been slower. I am finishing up my high school year right now. I've just started working a second job. It's all that fun stuff that you get when you're being old. Becoming a normal person. I'm not a little baby anymore. You can't do this to me. I'm a man now, Mom. Stay back. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I just want to do this show. This is the Fallout show from that show. You know what I mean? Yeah, House Party. So Raven retains against RBD. Let's just do it. So we're going to open up with a 94A. Very well done. Raven is, of course, joined with his flock, Punk, Abyss, Percy Pringle, and Daphne. And Raven basically just talks about the fact he's still champion. Everybody doubted him. Everybody was like, you can't beat Rob Van Dam again. Rob Van Dam knows all your tricks now, Raven. He's seen them all. He knows. He knows about CM Punk. He knows about Abyss. He knows about Daphne. He knows about Percy. But I beat him. He knew about every single piece of my plan, and I still beat him. That's how good I am, maybe. Raven talks about how, he's still the champion, which means he still holds a lot of power and influence over this company. And yeah, him and his boys and girl run the show. The whole fucking show. Bon v bon. Moving into a match. It is a 65C as Bubba Ray and D-Van Diddley. The Dudley Boys defeat the Gangstonators in about 9 minutes and 54 seconds when Bubba Ray defeated New Jack by pinfall with a 3D. And then, very similar to what we've seen in the weeks previous, the Dudleys cut a promo. This upcoming pay-per-view, I don't totally know. I'm sorry. I know I said it in the last episode, how I was going to set things up. It may have changed. Tonight's main event is the Taz Hayabusa match. I'm going to save the television championship for the pay-per-view, because we're going to need matches on that pay-per-view. Sorry if I literally contradict myself. If you're watching this in a playlist or something like that, and less than 3 minutes ago I just said exactly how I was doing it, and now I'm not doing that anymore. Sorry. It's what happens when I don't record all in one go and kind of get my shit out. That's my fault. I'm a bad YouTuber. Sorry. But the Dudley Boys, they say, Storm Candido, we're coming for you at the pay-per-view. I forget what the pay-per-view is. It is Anarchy Rules. It's in about 3 weeks after this one. 3 weeks after this one. So yeah, we'll see them take on each other then. We get a segment here from Shane Douglas. He cuts a promo on Chris Jericho. Remember, Chris Jericho stopped Shane Douglas from beating down Too Cold Scorpio after their match at House Party. I think House Party. Yeah, House Party, probably. Douglas says, Jericho, who the hell do you think you are? You think you're some kind of savior, don't you? Some kind of Christ figure. I should have assumed as much. There's something about people like you in the big leagues. It's your ego. I'm going to put a stop to it. You, Chris Jericho, believe you're greater than everybody else, than me, shockingly. Me, the franchise of ECW. The man who should have the ECW World Championship around his waist. And Raven, someday, I'll get to you. But now, Chris, my problem is with you. You might have all these people fooled. You might have them all sipping the Jericho Hall, proper intoxicated. But not me. Not me. I know who you are, Chris. You're not a main event player. People, did any of you watch Nitro? I mean, nobody watches Nitro, but have any of you watched Monday Nitro? Genuinely? You will see that ultimately Chris Jericho is a fraud, a failure. He couldn't beat Goldberg. He could barely beat Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn. Chris, you're a sad excuse for a main eventer who paints himself like he's a star, when in reality, you're nothing but a B- player. Maybe go after the television championship when somebody a little more your speed has it. We get a match here. It's Sabu. Yeah, he actually has a pretty decent match here against Darren Drozdov. In about 8 minutes, he wins with a triple jump moonsault. Remember, Sabu was victorious against Abyss last week on the House Party television special. Droz improving. It's interesting that Droz is an okay worker. He's not obviously great, but he's very much okay. He's very respectable, I think. 78B is, oh, Jesus. From the depths, from the abyss, from the fire, from the flames, from the ashes, Abyss rises. He just comes down to the ring, and after the brawl, the bloody, brutal war that these two went through, their second war, just 7 days ago, Abyss is just back up. He's a machine. He's a fucking monster. Led by Percy Pringle as always, Abyss climbs into the ring, and him and Sabu do what they do, and they fucking brawl all over the arena, just trying to destroy each other. These two are definitely not done with one another. Holy shit, this is great. 89A, we get a promo here from Rob Van Dam, where RVD's just talking to the camera backstage, and he says, guess what he says? It doesn't matter. He lost to Raven. He did. He admits it. Maybe he took Raven a little bit lightly the second time around. He knew all of his plans, all of his parts. Maybe he forgot what kind of a wrestler Raven is. Doesn't matter, because Rob Van Dam is still the hottest commodity in this company. He is still the whole fucking show. And Rob Van Dam knows one thing. He's at the top of the line for another title shot. So what else is there to do but, of course, do it on the grandest stage in this company's history? The big one, November to Remember, 1999. Paul, wherever you are, you can book it now. Rob Van Dam versus Raven 3. And this time, don't any of you worry, Mr. Pay-Per-View is going to show up. Because Rob Van Dam is the whole fucking show. And Rob Van Dam will be ECW World Champion. We get a match here. It's actually a really good match. A 73B- as Jerry Lynn defeats Sexton Hardcastle in about 8 minutes by pinfall to Cradle Piledriver. Getting Jerry some action. Getting Sexton on the show. Really great performances from both. Sexton's quite a good worker already. Great. 60C, as we see Tommy Dreamer, and it's very similar to how we saw him the previous week. He just looks sad, man. Like he's backstage somewhere, laying down on a couch, maybe in Paul's office or something like that, and he's just there. He kind of just huffs a whole bunch, and Beulah's trying to talk to him, trying to comfort him maybe, but Tommy Dreamer doesn't seem like he's in a great place right now, and I mean, who can blame him? We've talked a lot about how this past couple years or so haven't done great for him, but what's got to be going through that man's mind? It's not up for me to say. We get the exact opposite, actually. We get a hype video here before our main event tonight. The Sandman and Woman, we see them in a hype video. Pure violence. Just hyping up the fact that Sandman's an animal. We'll see more from him very soon. It's interesting. I have a lot of pieces kind of floating at certain points. I talk about this enough, I believe, where I'm always waiting for certain pieces to line up with other pieces before storylines can kind of get going, which means that we have segments like these where Tommy Dreamer's on a couch or Sandman has a hype video. He's not even in the arena. It's just him and Woman talking about how violent he is, how much of a monster he is. In our main event of the evening, pretty decent match. It's a rematch of the November to Remember matchup from last year, actually. Taz does it again. He beats Hayabusa, no doubt about it, in about 16 minutes by pinfall to half Nelson suplex. Great stuff. I think this match could have deserved a bigger build, but I don't think Hayabusa's there yet. If Hayabusa got to a really good point in his career, a level of overness where I could possibly really build something around him. We could see a Taz Hayabusa 3, but that would have to be a little bit down the line. We're going to close out with 100-day star, of course, with Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle comes down to the ring and demands that before next week and his World Television Championship victory over Mikey Whipwreck, everybody must stand and sing the American national anthem. And I would like to believe half the crowd does, half the crowd just doesn't. Because, let's be honest, Kurt Angle's a bit of a fucking prick. Overall, this show gets an 83B+, and we're up in 7. There's Carlos Cabrera, most likely known for being a WWE Spanish announcer. You know, he's a Spaniard. I don't think he is, actually. I think he's Mexican. That's not racist, by the way. It's like if I called an American an English person because they speak English, okay? That's actually kind of racist. It was a mess up. Don't sue me. Don't sue me. I'm going to university. I don't need that right now. All right, I don't need that on me. All right, great. What do we got here? Saturday night being shown. Cool. WWF set their sights. Incoming for New Japan. New champion XPW. Okay, so XPW crowned their first kind of champions with Pain Barrier. Bam Bam Bigelow went to a no contest with Donovan Morgan. Marshall Knox. Is this Marshall Knox? Why do I know Marshall Knox? Why do I almost know Marshall Knox? Anyways, he beats Wife Beater for the XPW Nationwide Championship. And the Women's Championship, the XPW Queen title, goes to Esther Moreno? I don't totally know. Also, you can see the American Dragon. someday, D-Bry. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'll be coming. SPWA has their feuds going on. What was SPWA? Was SPWA an American company? I don't totally remember. I have to check really quick. The Silver Pro Wrestling Association. The owner is TNT. Oh, it's Australian. Who the hell is TNT? This guy. He is a really well-known wrestler, apparently. So he created his own company, I guess. Because, oh, wow, he's very well-known. Is he? Oh, man. Australia has some fire-ass pro wrestling. Like, their best guy is fucking Ultimo. Fucking Ultimo. And, yeah. And then it's Lightning Kid. Test is on that roster. Simon Diamond. I see Cronus is there, which is kind of wild. And Jeff Bearden. Oh, shit. Jeff Bearden is, this guy. I just know him because he looks like a sad Road Warrior. Or like a sad version of the Ultimate Warrior. He's actually working under Giant Warrior there. So he's actually supposed to be an Ultimate Warrior kind of rip-off. Interesting. So, oh, right, this is when we go into, yeah, the next month. This will be August. August? No, October. You can see, obviously, I've given myself some funds here. Good old Vince McMahon pitching in, helping out the product. That way we don't lose too much money. And I will off-screen just give myself whatever money we lose back. Because that's who I am, and I don't really give a fuck. If we're not going to make money, then I'm going to keep us even, okay? Not like we'll go 50-50, all right? I promise you that. I won't cheat in any way. I won't give myself a ton of money or something like that, even though if I did cheat, I would tell you guys, and I wouldn't give a fuck about the response, because I don't play this game to properly play this game. If I wanted to properly play this game, I'd play the C-verse. I do this to have fun, to fantasy book, to tell a story. My story doesn't really have me going bankrupt in the middle of 1999. Thanks. But I'm pretty sure y'all are okay with that. You guys are typically pretty good people. Nobody ever harasses me and is like, why are you cheating? Aside from one guy who, like, did that to me and Putty once, ages ago. And we were both like, okay, fuck you. Very excited that I was seeing 99 here. Okay. Oh, God, Shibata. Oh, God. Okay, well, I know you want to go there, but someday, maybe. Someday, maybe. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. He doesn't really fit in with ECW at all, but I'm still going to shortlist him because he seems like that kind of foreign talent element. that sometimes occurs around here. So we had another breakdown in your house. It gets an 89A. The main event sees The Undertaker defeat HBK, Jeff Jarrett, and Ken Shamrock to retain the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Mankind defeated Thrasher. Skull defeated Blackjack Wyndham to retain the Hardcore Championship. I think I gave the Hardcore Championship to them because I'm not sure if they retired a belt or not. Did I give them a championship, or am I thinking of something else? Anything else I want to look at here? Honky Tonk Man left KSW. What is this? Eric Young is now available in new work areas. Where are you going, Eric? Ontario. No, not Ontario. He's from Ontario. Tucker, what? I assume it's Mexico. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's Mexico that he's working in new. Whole lot of places offering things to Jericho and Raven. What the hell is ASW UK? Oh, it's a touring deal. Okay, well, as long as you're not trying to fuck with me, I'm okay with you guys going off and doing that. Now, what was it that why does Hayabusa have morale issues? He is furious at handling of an incident, I guess. I can just... Oh, right, I don't have any money to give you, really. Like, I lost about, like, 10 grand there. What did I have? Going into the last month, I had 995,698. I'll make sure to even myself out there, don't worry. Anything else going on in here? Oh, duh, we have to look at the new people. God, I'm so scatterbrained. Okay, so I was trying to look at WF real quick. Did I give them the Hardcore Championship? Yes, I definitely did, because you can see the history. Yeah, nobody is done that yet. I should have set defense frequency to high. I might do that really quick. Can I just do that in here? Title belts, WWF, hardcore, TV frequency, often, tour frequency, often, event, often. There, yeah. We'll do the 24/7 hardcore rule or whatever. We'll just try to get as many defenses in as possible, get that belt flying around, folks. Yeah, because my bad on that, I guess. I forgot to do that when I had originally gone through it. But what I was going to show off is breakdown. Okay. So, Road Dogg defeated Phineas I. Godwin to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Blackjack Bradshaw defeated Al Snow to retain the European Championship. Akeem defeated Brian Christopher. Norris Smiley defeated Adam Windsor. D'Lo defeated Henry O. Godwin. And the Mountie defeated Bob Holly. And Scott Taylor defeated Miguel Perez Jr. by countout. Wow. Isn't that so totally amazing? It's not, in case you didn't know. That's not very interesting to anyone, I think. Right, new people. And then we can see ourselves out. Why did I look over here? I don't know. I already, basically... Oh, actually, what did Heat do? Kamala defeated D'Lo Brown. I even know they had Kamala. Good God, they have fucking Kamala. Team Dynasty? Team Dynasty is Brian Lee and Mike Barton? What the hell? Smiley and Scott, actually, that'd be a dope fucking tag team. Norman Smiley and, Scotty Too Hottie, Scott Taylor. Cool. Okay, anyways, news. I know I can see it there, and I see some big fucking names. Some good big fucking names. Fuck yeah, boys. And possibly girls, if you watch this fucking channel for some reason. If you do, appreciate it, I guess. I don't know, doesn't matter to me that you're female. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Carly Colon. This is Carlos's oldest son? Well, no, that's literally not Carlito, so... literally not him, so sorry about that. Mickie James is definitely going on the short list. She's definitely somebody who could work, I think, later on. Brian Kendrick, fuck yeah, dudes. Spanky, get him in. Kendrick definitely fits that kind of underdog role. Definitely see him kind of being like the legacy of Spike Dudley at some point, possibly in the future. If I felt like bringing him in. I don't know who Jasmine St. Clair is. She was a porn star. She was dating the Blue Meanie, I guess, and that's why they brought her in. But she's not in game, so I'm not going to do that. I do know Apollo. Apollo is in TNA in the old 2004 mod, the one that me and Putty both really liked. Dan Maff. Why do I know Dan Maff? Why do I know Dan Maff? Oh, I assume he was some kind of like actual shoot fighter at some point, because that's why I know his name. Hiroshi Tanahashi, of course, Jimmy Rave, who doesn't fit in, but it's always good to see him, you know what I mean? Because I know of him. Devitt, of course, you're getting shortlisted. Get fucking in. Just in case I ever need you. I don't know who Billy Kim is. It is some guy. American Asian. Okay, sure. Anyways, I think that's all. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to re-up our funds back to where we were. Don't worry. I'm not fucking around. I'm not going to do anything special and extra. Trust me on that one. I'm a trustworthy guy. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Talk. As always, doing the thing that he does all the time in these videos at the end of them. And that is signing out.